All right, guys, here we go. Bella Mir, Frank Mir, live on Fight Pass. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
We're doing really well.
Very cool. Bella, what a whirlwind. 15, 20 days, signing with FRM, first round management, debut fight, skipping amateur right to a pro, live on iKON, Fighting Federation 2. How has been the whirlwind been in the last 20, 25 days?
It's been a roller coaster with emotions. It's been excited, nervous. I've been scared a little few times just because it's different and it's my first MMA fight. So,
Any bonus pressure? UFC Fight Pass going right into the pros Thursday night. Even being a favorite. Any little bonus pressure on it, or just you ready to step in the cage, ready to step in and get the first one done?
no, I haven't really thought about that much. I'm just too focused on what I want to do in the cage and just focusing on what I've been working on and what I've been training for. So.
Very cool, very cool. I thought about this and we'll watch back on your Instagram, Lady Mir 11. Make sure you give her a follow, guys. Your whole life has been a training camp. You've always been in the gym. You've always been wrestling. You've always been active. Has the last 2 weeks been any extra, any more bonus? Anytime, well, I got to fight, a date. A lot of the fighters, you can talk to your dad about it. They love seeing that date. Or has it just been the same? Has it just been business as usual?
I have learned a lot more in 2 weeks. 3
Okay.
weeks. I've learned a lot more just about MMA specifically and just tying everything together.
Right.
But training wise, I've always trained at the same practices I'm still going at, and it's not really any much different except that I have a fight next week.
Right. Frank, how have you been? How do you think the last 2 weeks have been with Bella gearing up for this her first debut fight?
Well, I think she mentioned she's trained her whole life. I mean,
right.
Of course, she could walk. I would hang her off the bed on the whatever it's called, the bars that go over the top. You put sheets on it. I would have her hang there and see how long she could hold her grip. And I think her first arm bar, she's still wearing a diaper. I would put my arm, on
right.
Wrap her legs around and try to pull up. But obviously, the last 2 weeks is just there's different factors. And to your point, the question you even asked earlier, the added stress. And that's what I've tried to do is protect Bella a little bit from that, because
right.
It does have a lot of ambient noise and a lot of attention on it. That I mean, I don't know of any other athlete that doesn't have an amateur career, doesn't have an Olympic medal, wasn't a blockbuster pro wrestler, selling guy, that have attention for their debut in MMA.
Right.
So I want to distract her, and look, it comes with the territory. Her last name is kind of a target on her, and
sure.
Bella is up to the challenge, and I'm just going to make sure that there is a lot more stress for it than another fighter in her shoes. But if anyone's doing it, it's her.
Yeah, and I hear this. I say this all the time. I say to my kids, pressure is a privilege. You're in a great spot. So many people are begging to be in a Bella Mir spot. I always say pressure is a privilege. Bella, for you, is it tougher to be in a male-dominant sport, or is it tougher to have a father as a great combat sports legend as your dad, as Frank Mir is?
I think it's better just to have my dad for just who he is, and because he knows what to say and he knows what to do just because he's gone down this path before, and he knows exactly what advice to give me, and it's very helpful for him just for what he's done.
For sure.
That's one reason why Bella really flourishes here, because I mean, look, Bella played on the freshman team at Gorman football, and started as a linebacker, and so it's not really easy for a girl who's competitive as Isabella is to go into an and go, okay, well, you're always going to be a second-class citizen because you're not the best. You can't jump as high or run as fast.
Right.
You're not going to be as entertaining to watch. Counter. I mean, you see that in basketball. I don't think the WNBA is ever going to be at the same level as the NBA, just because the male is bigger, stronger, faster. It's more exciting to watch a guy jump from the free line and dunk a ball. It is what it is. But that's why I love, as a father of a young lady, I love mixed martial arts, because, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, Ronda Rousey is probably the second highest paid professional fighter of all time in our sport.
Sure.
It's a woman, and it just shows that a woman, and you see it now, are being put on headline cards over men because and draw more. So I really feel that the world of MMA is the one area that allows a young lady to go, hey, not only can I be on the same playing field as a man, but I can actually dominate and beat them.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that wholeheartedly, Frank. Bella, aside from Frank, aside of your father, who has been like an unsung hero, especially in these maybe 2-3 weeks getting ready for you for this fight? Danielle Wynn, tough fighter. I talked to her a couple of days ago. She's eager to step in that cage with you in San Carlos, Mexico. Who's been like an unsung hero for you?
As like not a fighter, probably my mom.
There you go.
She's probably as much as a fighter as I am, but as a fighter, probably Holly Holm. I just love her personality.
Right.
I wouldn't really follow much on her like kickboxing style because I'm more of like a wrestler, but I do love her personality and how she treats her opponents, and I just love how she just respects her opponents and how she puts her name on herself, and I have so much respect for her for that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Being around in the game for so long, Bella, what's a mixed martial arts memory that you have? Could be a locker room story or just a fight that you saw, maybe something including with your father. What's an MMA memory that you have is maybe your number one so far going into your professional career?
Probably walking out with my dad, just because
there you go.
That just like hit me the hardest out of every fight I've ever been to, just because when you just walk out with someone, especially like it was just different, like especially when I would watch him on TV, I would be nervous, but I would I wouldn't lose confidence, but like I didn't have that like pumping heartbeat and like just that constant pounding in my chest when I was in his corner, and I didn't even know what to say, and it was just very nerve-wracking, just the fans and just being locked in a cage like that is kind of crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I knew Bella wanted to be a professional fighter, I'm like, okay, I'm going to introduce you to what I think is the worst part of the whole experience, the most gut-wrenching aspect of that, to actually be in a locker room, wrap your hands, and walk out to a cage. Once the cage cuts, you're going to kick into gear and train over. But no matter what, how do you prepare? We're not like we're in the gym, a couple thousand people screaming while you're training. So I was like, hey, if you really think you want to do this, go and be in my corner and you'll make the walk and you'll see if this is something you really do, because that's the hardest part of this whole, one of the hardest parts of being a professional fighter is that the ring walk.
Right. A kind of off-script question, and I saw when Bella was answering, Frank, I saw your face. I have that face as a father sometimes. How is it? It's just got to be one of the most gratifying moments as a father, just to have Bella have all this attention, all this positive attention, and her just running through it in stride. Just I've been hearing nothing but rave reviews for Bella inside the cage and outside of it. Just as a father, how does that make you feel?
I think it gives me the satisfaction I think every father wants, and that's that your kids are happy. They're doing something they love to do, and Bella truly is enjoying this and happy. I never wanted to be that dad that forced my follow in my footsteps, or to push in an area that I make that almost satisfies me. It's more you see some parents do that where you wonder, well, your kid's not playing or doing this because of them, they're doing it for you. So that's probably the greatest apprehension of the kids doing martial arts, is I can realize I don't want professional fighters. You know what I mean? I'd rather have a different career. I want you all to train and understand martial arts and have it as a way of life, but it's like you can go to church. It doesn't mean I want you to open up your own church and be a preacher. You know what I mean? And so I'm just really happy that Bella's enjoying this. I mean, still, I kind of look at her and I ask her, how are you feeling? How's the body? If there's anything I can help with, I give her those points. She seems to really, really relish and just, this is her element.
Love it. Love it. One more question, and then we have a little fun 5 questions for you, Bella. Probably to both of you, but we start with you, Bella. What's in your mindset? And I know it's kind of the generic question. You never want to look past the fight. But what is a flawless 2021 looks for Bella Mir? Professionally in MMA, Going into 2021, we're getting over this, pandemic. How does a perfect 2021 look out for you?
Well, my goal for probably the rest of this year and just next year is just to give it all and just have fun, and really not really any expectations to go in the UFC or have this many wins. I just want to have fun while I'm fighting, at least before I have to be all stressed out, because I don't want to get stressed out yet. But yeah, I just want to have fun, and I just want to love the sport as much as I can, and it's really about it.
For sure. There's plenty of time. You can ask your dad. There's plenty of time in the future to be stressed out. Now's not the time. But here we go. Bill, it's 5 fun questions. It's this or that. We call it going bananas on the show, and just the first answer that comes to your head, okay?
Okay.
All right. Instagram or TikTok?
TikTok.
Khabib or Gaethje?
Probably Khabib. He's a
okay. Candy corns, are they delicious or disgusting?
Oh my God, I love them. I love them.
There you go. Netflix or UFC Fight Pass?
Netflix. I have
okay.
And, my thing.
And for your fight, would you rather be standing up or wrestling?
Wrestling.
There we go. Guys, very much appreciate it. Bella, we are so excited. iKON Fighting Federation 2 Thursday, live on UFC Fight Pass. Frank, man, fantastic job. Legendary career. Great job as a father. Appreciate your time as well.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we'll talk soon.